such a mess.
Another little
it's straight
detail.
now. That's run down, not Portsmouth. Portsmouth is the one that winds through that.
It's got the
That's
circle,
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
But there's nothing like new granite curbs to dress up a mess.
No, there's a circle at Portsmouth. You know, yeah.
Yeah.
Where George Eastman's horse is not buried.
They 34.
It's a big city.
So then I became mayor. I asked again. I said, well, we really couldn't do it. You know, we couldn't show favoritism. So I sold the house, and the next year they put new curbs in. So I decided what I'm going to do now is move into a neighborhood that needs curbs. Well,
Oh, we meant 2003 or 4.
yeah.
Right.
Very good.
Yeah.
You know, but when you've been here a while, you realize it goes way back before you with Tom Ryan and all. The not stinting on infrastructure. If there's
Yeah.
one thing that distinguishes this city,
I know.
it's you never
Well,
stint on
I tell folks
infrastructure.
that. You have to go to a place like Buffalo or Albany
See,
and drive the streets and understand what it means for the fact that they do invest
Yes.
in the infrastructure is very, very important here. Because, I mean, you get a visible, jarring reminder of what happens when you're in the mecca.
yeah.
Which is really, it's funny, I talked to some people this morning, and they asked me the question, well, what are you going to do about the county's budget? I said, well, that's going to be a real challenge
Yes.
because, you know, you can't operate it the way it's operated, but people who relate to tax cuts, it's easy for them to grasp. But one person made the point, I think I've been saying, you got to tell them what it's like, you know, because if we don't maintain, you know, the finances we needed, this county is just going to be destroyed.
Well, the social services are delivered by the county for you in the city.
Yeah.
And that's what's being cut back, of course, as a, you
Well, a
know,
lot of things.
in
The jail is sitting there, empty.
Sure, can't afford to
You
operate it.
know, just a lot of things.
Fill it up.
No.
You're the first customer, Douglas.
With their cutback in homeless housing, it's a contrast, an empty jail,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden, they're
Well, you know, I
not
have my
homeless.
pet project. You know what my pet project is?
ARTWalk.
No, I mean, my second pet project. It's to take the old psych center,
Yes.
which they can't tear down,
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
and to
that's
use
so
it
beautiful.
use it as a place like for an alternative to incarceration. To take,
Yes.
you know, to send
Great
people there
idea.
and say, why don't you
Reuse-
use that
reuse
building?
I've been
the
looking
old
at that building
buildings.
for
Yeah.
years, growing up and saying, is it sitting there wasted? I mean, there's so much can be done with it.
Yeah. Well, they tell you, they say, oh, you can't use it for that purpose
What?
because it was constructed. They say it was constructed, and you would know this as an architect, as a hospital with wards.
That's
There's
right.
a lot of open space there.
Wards with big locked doors.
But it's all open, isn't it? I mean, they don't have.
Open, each wing is completely open.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you
The
could
psych
use
center,
it
the
for-
high-rise
Oh,
building.
yeah.
Yeah.
So the question
You could
is,
insert rooms.
you could actually go in and I think build,
You could
Yeah.
build a partition.
Yeah.
One could be a great floor.
Exactly.
but they don't think about that. They said, oh, it costs $7 million to take down. But why take it down when you can
Oh,
use it?
I love what you're saying. That's great.
It absolutely is
great.
convertible.
Reduce, reuse,
Well,
recycle.
remember that the county administration
We have a lot of
at the time, never found anything.
Take down. But as long as you don't disturb it, it's not a threat to anyone.
That's right. Yeah, it has
So you
steam heat.
encapsulate it.
If you have steam heat, you have
Exactly.
asbestos by it.
The